Welcome to MotorMax, your trusted source for everything two-wheeled and thrilling. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most anticipated updates in the adventure bike segment, the 2025 Yamaha Tenere 700. For years, the Tenere 700 has been celebrated for its rugged simplicity, off-road prowess, and unbeatable value. But Yamaha isn't resting on its laurels. With the 2025 update, they've fine-tuned a formula that was already close to perfect. Let's break down everything you need to know about this legendary machine's newest iteration. A legacy of reliability and adventure. The Tenere name carries serious weight in the adventure riding world. Rooted in Yamaha's Dakar heritage, the Tenere line has always stood for off-road endurance and minimalist durability. The 2025 Tenere 700 continues the tradition, but Yamaha has refined the experience with modern enhancements while staying true to the bike's core DNA: simplicity, reliability, and real-world capability. Since its reintroduction in 2019, the Tenere 700 has gained a massive following. Riders appreciated its accessible price, its go-anywhere versatility, and the rugged 689 cubic centimeters CP2 parallel twin engine. For 2025, Yamaha builds on this foundation to deliver even more refinement, usability, and rider-focused features without losing the raw adventure spirit that made the bike such a hit. Updated engine and performance tuning. At the heart of the 2025 Tenere 700 is the same beloved 689 cubic centimeters CP2 engine, known for its linear torque delivery, bulletproof reliability, and lively character. Yamaha hasn't overhauled the engine for 2025, but they have fine-tuned its fuel mapping and throttle response for even smoother low-end control, particularly useful when navigating tricky off-road terrain or riding in technical conditions. The power remains around 72 horsepower with 68 Nm of torque, but the throttle response is now more intuitive. Riders will immediately notice how responsive and tractable the engine feels in first and second gear. This makes low-speed maneuvers easier and increases rider confidence, especially for those new to dirt or dual-sport riding. Additionally, Yamaha has introduced a new ride-by-wire throttle system. This update allows for multiple rider modes, a welcome feature that was missing in earlier models. For 2025, riders can now switch between touring, off-road, and sport modes, each altering throttle response and traction control settings to better suit the terrain and riding style. Electronics and rider aids, a subtle evolution. One of the few criticisms of earlier Tenere models was their minimalist electronics package. While some riders loved the simplicity, others wanted more tech to match modern expectations. Yamaha has responded without overloading the bike with unnecessary complexity. The 2025 model introduces a new TFT display, replacing the older LCD dash. The screen is clear, colorful, and fully configurable, giving riders access to real-time riding stats, trip info, and mode selection. Bluetooth connectivity is also now standard, allowing smartphone integration for navigation and music controls through Yamaha's MyRide app. A major improvement is the updated ABS system. The 2025 Tenere now offers 3 levels: full ABS, rear-off ABS, and complete ABS off. This gives riders much more control over braking, particularly when riding off-road. The bike also gets switchable traction control for the first time, with 2 levels plus the option to disable it completely. Suspension and chassis, built to explore. Yamaha wisely retained the same strong, lightweight steel frame from previous models. It's agile enough for technical trails but stable at high speeds on the highway. What's new in 2025 is the improved suspension tuning. The 43mm KYB front forks are still fully adjustable, but they've been revalved for better response over rocks and ruts. Out back, the monoshock has been similarly updated with better damping and spring rates that offer more composure when the bike is loaded with gear or riding 2-up. Ground clearance remains impressive at 240mm, making it one of the most off-road capable bikes in its class. Another notable change is the revised seat and ergonomics. The 2025 Tenere 700 features a slightly slimmer, flatter seat which makes it easier for riders to shift weight during technical climbs or descents. The seat height remains tall at 875mm, but the new shape makes it more manageable for riders of various heights. Wheels, brakes, and tires, still built for the trail. The Tenere's tried-and-true 21-inch front and 18-inch rear spoked wheels return, reinforcing its off-road intent. These wheels can take serious abuse and allow for aggressive tire choices. For 2025, Yamaha has updated the OEM tire selection with Pirelli Scorpion Rally STRs, a noticeable improvement over the previous dual-sport tires. These offer better grip and loose terrain without sacrificing too much on-road comfort. Braking is handled by dual 282mm front discs and a 245mm rear disc. Combined with the revised ABS modes, stopping power is predictable and adaptable for various conditions. Whether you're descending a gravel pass or braking hard on the tarmac, the Tenere 700 feels planted and composed. Design and aesthetic updates. Yamaha has given the 2025 Tenere 700 a visual refresh that keeps it modern without straying too far from its rugged roots. The front end now includes LED indicators and a slightly redesigned fairing for improved aerodynamics and wind protection. The iconic rally-style twin headlights remain but are now housed in a sleeker shroud. New color options have also been introduced, including a bold rally red/white livery, a stealthy matte black, and a desert sand tan that perfectly captures the spirit of long-haul desert exploration. Subtle graphics updates make the bike look sharper, while still evoking its Dakar-inspired personality. Fuel range and adventure capability. Adventure bikes are only as good as the range they provide. The Tenere 700 continues to offer a generous 16-liter fuel tank, good for over 350 kilometers, roughly 220 miles, on average. Thanks to its efficient engine and excellent fuel economy, this bike is ideal for multi-day trips where fuel stops might be few and far between. Luggage mounting points remain unchanged, with plenty of aftermarket support for racks, panniers, and soft luggage. Whether you're overlanding across continents or doing weekend trips, the Tenere is built to haul your gear with confidence. Pricing and final thoughts. The 2025 Yamaha Tenere 700 is expected to hit dealerships with a starting price around $11,000, depending on the market. That's still excellent value considering the new technology, improved suspension, and refined electronics package. In a market increasingly filled with overcomplicated, heavyweight adventure bikes, the Tenere 700 remains refreshingly focused. Yamaha has taken feedback seriously and made meaningful updates without compromising the soul of what makes the bike so beloved: its simplicity, durability, and serious off-road chops. Conclusion. The 2025 Tenere 700 doesn't try to reinvent the wheel. Instead, it polishes an already fantastic machine into something even more